Ocean Springs Mayor Connie Moran. A native of Ocean Springs, Connie Moran, was first elected mayor of her hometown in June of 2005 and took office a mere few weeks before Hurricane Katrina devastated the coastal city. Under Mayor Moran's visionary leadership, Ocean Springs has gone from the rubble of Katrina and destruction of the BP oil disaster in the Gulf to winning the prestigious Main Street Award in 2013. She has 20 years of experience in state and local government as an economic development professional. She served 3 years as director of Jackson County Economic Development and the previous 5 years in Frankfurt, Germany, working as the managing director of the State of Mississippi European Office, where she recruited new business to the state on behalf of the Mississippi Development Authority. Mayor Moran holds bachelor's and master's degrees in finance and economics and international commerce from Georgetown University, where she graduated cum laude. She conducted graduate research at the Institute of World Economics in Germany as a Fulbright scholar and was an economist at the World Trade Organization in Geneva. She is a former fellow at the Robert Bosch Foundation for German-American Leadership, where she worked for the German Ministry of Finance and was even selected as Bosch Alumnus of the Year in 2006 for her leadership in hurricane recovery efforts. Her economic development expertise and creative visionary leadership were continuously cited as reasons voters decided to re-elect her overwhelmingly to her third term of office. Mayor Moran.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you for the honor of being able to address this body, prestigious educators, to get out the message to our representatives, our state senators, that education should be the #1 priority in the state of Mississippi. I am personally proud to be a product of an excellent public school system in the Ocean Springs School District. I'm coming to you today not only as a mayor of a great little community that I am so proud to hail from, but also as a mom of a special needs child, a beautiful daughter in a high school with autism and cerebral palsy. And I can tell you throughout my daughter's life how much teachers have personally meant to me, and I have seen it and experienced it, how much they put of their heart and soul in each and every child, and I am grateful for them. In Ocean Springs, we value education. Our community knows what that means. We're fortunate to have one of the best school districts in the state. And even after Hurricane Katrina in 2008, our voters went to the polls and voted for a $35 million bond issue. And mind you, we only have 17,500 people to build a state-of-the-art high school, $50 million facility, bigger and better equipped, I think, than our hospital. But that is the value that people in my community place on education and demand it. And that's what we have to get across to everybody, as my colleagues have said, and also Chairman Clay here, we have to demand that our representatives get it too. Now, as Senator Simmons had so eloquently explained to us, $548 million sitting in the bank, and actually more revenue now that the state has brought in since 2008. There is no excuse for at least adequately funding education in the state of Mississippi to what? A C level. Come on, let's get it. Let's have some action. Mayor, I can tell you what happens when the legislature fails to fully fund education. They simply shift the burden onto the localities, municipalities, and the counties. Because what is the school superintendent going to do but come to the city or to the county and ask for higher school millage in order just to keep afloat?
Yes.
And what do we have to do as mayors and county supervisors? By law, we have to fund their request up to a 55 mil cap. We've been at that cap in Ocean Springs for quite some time. That's why we have to go back with referendums. What happens then for the mayors, boards of aldermen, and city councils? We forego our own projects on infrastructure, drainage, streets, sidewalks, parks, recreation. We have to forego that in order to help the school district because that is our priority. But make no mistake about it, we lose infrastructure. We lose the ability to attract new business. Now I'll put my economic development cap on because I tried as much as possible to recruit new business for the state, working for MDA around the country, in Canada, and 6 years in Europe. We lost Mercedes-Benz to the state of Alabama because of education.
Yes.
I have brought many European companies all over the state of Mississippi and other wonderful companies, United States based. They want to go to a community, and you hear me, a community with high quality of life, and they want a workforce that is educated and healthy.
Yes.
My colleagues here in Tupelo and Meridian, that is what we see all the time when we desperately try to bring in new business and create new jobs and wealth. It is about available, trained, educated, healthy workforce is the key to economic development. Not just dumping millions of dollars in incentives to try to buy that company. Let's invest that money in our youth and our people. So I just leave you with that thought. Let's make that shift. Let's let the state of Mississippi invest where it needs to be, in our youth, in our communities. We can get every mayor in this state behind it if we all can press upon our representatives here in this building to fully fund MAEP. It's a disgrace not to do so. Thank you all.